Good morning, good morning. Long time no post. Between travels and illness, I'm happy to be back and posting again. So I know I found this Doggone Friendly stamp set. It was I think it was in the mini, and now it's still available through the large catalog. And I just love this stamp. I love dogs, and I think this just moved. Hold on just a second. There we go. That's better. So I got it. But then, you get these large background stamps and you say, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. So I was going to make, I think I'm making maybe 6 cards with it this morning. And I'm going to use mostly new in colors. So I'll just say the names of those as we go along. But I stamped the stamp ahead of time. I used my Stamparatus, because when you've got a big stamp like this, you want to make sure that you are giving a lot of even pressure and everything so the whole thing comes out. And I stamped it and just cut this with a larger border around the edge. And this is with Shy Shamrock. No, sorry, that is not Shy Shamrock. That is the Summer Splash. So I really liked that color. So all I'm going to do with this one is just put it on the front of the card. And, if you love to color, which some people do, you can color in the whole thing. But if you do not like to color, and I'm kind of halfway in between, I like to color, but not necessarily this whole thing. You can take your whatever color that you're using as your base of the card, which in this case, like I said, is Summer Splash. And then you can just color in a part of this. So like, for instance, we've got a couple of dogs that have on bandanas. So I think I'm going to just color the bandanas. You could color the collars. See, there was one. Here was one. Whoops. You could color the collars. You could color, actually color in a couple of the dogs. You can just pick and choose. I thought there was one more bandana. Here, this one. Okay, so then I've got, this one's got a collar. We have a few that have a collar that we could color if we wanted to. There's another bandana. I thought there was one down here somewhere. Go and just color in that little bit. And then I've stamped it in the same color, the Summer Splash. And I am just going to put that up here, just like that. And that is just about as easy as you can get to make a card. So just it now, if your background was like flowers, you could color in just the center of the flowers, or just color in one particular kind of flower. Or, if it's some kind of animal, I would just color little bits and pieces. And that way you don't see. And I think maybe I will put this up here since I've got a couple of them colored in down here. Okay, so easy. Okay, card number 1. All right, so card number 2, because this one was going to take a little bit longer, I went ahead and already colored this one in. So I'm going to do a double matte on this one, just because since this is a black and white, I stamped it in black, so I've got a black and white. I think that sometimes if you put a black matte, it really makes it pop. So that's what I was going to do on this one. And again, this is another one of the new in colors. That was the Summer Splash, and this one is Petunia Pop, which I just really love. This time I colored in just the background. See, so I've colored around the dogs. So none of the dogs are colored in. I just colored in the background. And then on this one, I think you could add a ribbon, but unfortunately, all my ribbons are in storage right now because we've had to move some stuff out. So um, I'm just going to use a strip of the black paper, maybe put it kind of on the bottom third, and then I'll pop up this happy birthday. And there's card number 2. Now, again, like I said, I colored the background of this just so I could take my time, and I know it's no fun to watch somebody color necessarily. Okay, so there's card number 2. Easy, very easy card. Okay, so card number 3, I did this one on non-white paper. So I did it on I think this is actually Sahara sand. I am going to mat it on black again. Again, the first one I did not, these 2 I am, the others I'm not. So that's just an option if you're interested. Okay, and then I'm going to mat this. Like I said, I think I did this on Sahara sand. These big background stamps can make for a quick card, but you just don't want to have to color in the whole thing. All right, and this is peach pie, I believe. Yes, peach pie is this color. All right, so then I punched out. I had this punch. You can use whatever punch you have. You can use a circle or a square. You can just cut a square out. And this is this dog here. So I wanted to do this so that, see the ear there and the little side over here, so that that matches up. And this is called spotlight stamping. When you just color one little piece of this, and again, I matted it on some peach pie. And I want to put him right exactly over where he should go. So that kind of mats up. And then I just did the happy birthday on white with the peach pie. And I do love peach pie. Kind of making me hungry. And then we'll just put this down here. Okay, so then again, that's just highlighting one of the dogs, coloring him in, and putting that over top of the background. Okay, so then on this one, I took my stamped image, and I just used my trimmer on this. I did not use a die, and I used 3/4 of an inch all the way around on the big one, and then 1/2 an inch on the smaller one. And then I just cut the mats to match. And this one is the Shy Shamrock. Really pretty green. It's not too dark. Really pretty green. And this one, you know what? We have a name for this. And to save my life right now, I cannot remember what it is, but pretty much if you have the dies, you can cut this out. And then like I said, this was 3/4 of an inch wide all the way around. This one is 1/2 an inch wide, and see how that would fit right in there? But I just cut a mat that's just 1/4 of an inch larger to put on here. These are all really quick and easy things to do with these large background stamps. And again, I see a lot that have flowers. How about like a beach scene, like seashells, anything like that you could use these for. And then I'm going to pop that up because I can. You know how I am. Sometimes I use a lot of these dimensionals, and sometimes I'll go not use any at all for a while, but today I'm in a dimensional mood. So let's get these popped up. And that will go right there. And then the same thing here. I just measured this and made it the mat a 1/4 inch bigger. It doesn't matter if you wanted this to be a 1/2 inch or to be an inch or whatever, you can do that. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough dog image left to be able to see the whole dog. I didn't want to have to cut his face in half. And again, I'm keeping the words simple on these, just happy birthday and you're the best, because I can always use those. There we go. And then here's my you're the best. So I'll just trim that off a little bit. Pop that up too, because I'm in the mood. Okay. That I'll just stick right there. Okay. Easy peasy. All right. Now this one, I'm going off from the in colors for just a minute because because this, again, I had stamped it in black. Now I took and I cut it. There's one that I haven't done anything with. So I just cut this like here, just to get around the top of some of these dogs' heads. Okay. Then I am going to add, I like the black with the red. So I was going to add just this piece of little designer paper that has the hearts on it that I found. I was actually looking for a piece of black and white, but then I saw the red and I thought, well, that really kind of makes it pop. And then I took the dogs, like I said, I just cut around some of those, and I'm going to mount that on here. And I went a little bit higher with those. Put this on here and I'll show you what I mean. I wanted the dogs to not all be inside of this mat. I wanted some of their little ears or head above it. So I did that. Put this on here. So again, this one, I just cut out a part of it. And then I used this right here. This little dog was in this part of this that I didn't use, that I just cut out. It was up here, that little guy. So I used that on this card. Okay, and then you're the best. I think that makes for a nice all occasion card. It could be birthday, it could be thank you, it could be just about anything. I have 6 quick dog cards that I can send, which was my whole idea. Now see, this one I didn't color anything. Now I could color maybe that little collar and that collar red or something, but I think it's actually okay just like that. Okay, and then for my last one, I'm using, I think it's Bubble Bath. Nope, Pretty in Pink. So Pretty in Pink has come back as an in color. So I've got all 5 in colors. I'm going to add just a piece of designer paper that I had. It's actually in the same pack as this red, is how I saw it. I could use the gold, could use whatever you have. Stick that on there. Okay, and then I punched out these little, they're kind of postage stamp looking. I'm gonna, let's see, let's do the one in the middle first. That usually works best. And then the one to this side and the one to this side. Okay. And I cut out some of the dogs that were left. Okay, so maybe I'll put this little guy there, and this one in the middle, and this one on the side. So I'm actually just, I took, let's see, I cut out this one, and this one. That's all three of those right there. Cut them out of the other piece of the white that I had, and then I would just stamp down here, maybe here the best. And I'm going to try that. We'll see how it works. But if it doesn't work, now I got a little bit of stuff on there. I'll try to do that. Okay, and let's go ahead and just glue the three of those. And I've got two more. Now I could put one of those on the inside of these cards, or I could use them as a whole, in a whole different card. So I hope that you can get some ideas from this on what you can do with one of these large background stamps without having to actually color the entire thing if you don't like to color. If you like to color, hey, color the whole thing. It's really good for that. There we go. Okay, so we have the Summer Splash, the Petunia Pop, the Peach Pie, the Shy Shamrock, and the Pretty in Pink. And then there was one extra. All right, let me move these down so you can see them all. And this was the Doggone Friendly background stamp. Alrighty, so I hope you got some good ideas and that you have a great day. Bye.